Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you back to Central Illinois Sports, live from Morton Junior High School. Just a stone's throw away from Peoria, as we are here on site for the first of two semifinals for the 7th grade Class 4A state championship here in girls basketball. You're watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports as we get you ready on the pregame show. Two teams that have already played a quarterfinal game and been victorious here earlier this morning, looking to punch their ticket to the big show coming up on Thursday, December 7th. We'll take a quick break here to tell you about some of the wonderful sponsors that bring you high school and junior high basketball on our Central Illinois Sports platform. When we come back, we'll introduce you to these two teams and how they got here to the semifinal today, coming up on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Welcome you back here on Central Illinois Sports, live from the 7th grade Class 4A state tournament here in the state of Illinois. We're getting you ready for semifinal number one between the Frankfort Hickory Creek Tigers and the Normal Kingsley Cougars. A cat is going to the state championship game here on Thursday. We just don't know which one it's going to be yet. Both of these teams won earlier this morning in quarterfinal play. Hickory Creek defeated St. Jacob Triad 33-30. A game where the Tigers trailed by as many as 12 points in the second half. They rallied to outscore Triad by a score of 28-11 in the second half to claim the 33-30 win. Haven Enselman fouled out of the contest with about 2 minutes left, but not before she added up 18 points to lead all scorers in the contest. Katie Harper added in 10, and Molly Shanahan wrapped up with 5. That was all the scoring there was for Hickory Creek in the quarterfinal contest. On the opposite side, it was Normal Kingsley defeating University Park Creek Monet 25-29, a game that Creek Monet actually almost rallied back from a 12-point deficit of their own to claim the upset win. On the side for Normal Kingsley, scoring went like this: 8 points apiece from Elena Robinson and Kyla Caston, 6 points from Cammie Wilson, 3 points from Nyla Robinson, 2 points from Mackenzie Kessner, and 2 points from Amelia Nalawaka. Hickory Creek comes into the game undefeated at a record of 23-0. Normal Kingsley comes in without a loss on their blemished record as well, 25-0. Two undefeated teams, two really good squads here. As we've got to see here in our earlier quarterfinal matchups, Normal Kingsley just a very well-rounded squad. They'll be in the home whites here tonight. A nice, well-rounded squad, a little bit of strength and size inside, some nice guard play in the backcourt. They'll have to rely on that just a little bit, as they're going to have to probably work really stingy against this Hickory squad that's got some really pesky guards in the backcourt as well. Just about 7 minutes left to go here before we get going with our first of two semifinals. We'll be on the air as well at 6:30, coming up for our second semifinal of the evening, as Willowbrook Westview Hills will take on New Lenox Liberty, a team that just wrapped up playing not too long, about an hour ago. Both of these teams have been sitting around all day, though. We saw the coaches from Normal Kingsley in the hospitality room and said, what do you do with all this time left in your day? And they said, well, we thought about going back to Bloomington. The kids are pretty resilient. They've been bouncing around. They've been watching some games out on the tournament here. They've got some TVs here at Morton Junior High that they've had some programming on. The kids have been entertaining themselves, and I'm sure that's been the same case for Hickory Creek. We'll step away here for just a couple of moments on the pregame show. When we come back, we'll tell you a little bit more about these teams and get you ready for semifinal number 1 here live from Morton.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state-of-the-art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
We welcome you back here to Central Illinois Sports as we get you ready for the first of two semifinals in our Class 4A state tournament here. The Frankfort Hickory Creek Tigers, a record of 23-0 now, taking on the also undefeated Normal Kingsley Cougars. Going down the rosters real quick for these two teams to make sure we introduce all of the girls to you. Number 2 is Kate O'Connor on the Hickory Creek roster. Number 3, Jayla Thomas. Number 5, Emerson Callahan. Number 5, Bridget Gallagher. Number 12 is Logan Lyons. Number 15, the talented senior, is Haven Enselman. Number 20, the guard that filled in very big in that Hickory Creek win in the fourth quarter. Number 20 is Katie Harper. Declan File is number 21. Elise Meters, number 22. Mackenzie Onick is number 25. Number 33 is Molly Shanahan. Number 34 is Sienna Williams. And rounding out the roster, number 35, Brooke Bonesue for Caitlin Martin's 23-0 Hickory Creek Tigers. On the opposite side, for Roger Nalawaka's Normal Kingsley Cougars, number 1 is Maisie Olson. Number 2, LaVasia Washington. Number 4 is Isabel Forsberg. Number 5, Amelia Nalawaka. Number 10, Cammie Wilson. Number 11 is Mackenzie Kessner. Number 20, Vivian Reeves. Number 21, Quinn Malone. Number 22, Carolyn Kessner. Number 23, Elena Robinson. Number 32 is Nyla Robinson. 34 is Kyla Caston. Number 35, Olivia Carlin. Number 42, Easton Carter. And number 55 is Gianni Willis for Roger Nalawaka's Normal Kingsley Cougars. Should be a fun matchup getting ready to go here in just about a minute and a half. We'll introduce teams and make sure we get everybody squared away for you. They got some pregame announcements that they read off here as well before the beginning of each game. We are going to step away here for a quick break to tell you about some more of our wonderful sponsors. When we come back, it'll be the starting lineup and the tip-off here between the Cougars and the Tigers. Somebody's going to the state tournament. Which cat will it be? We'll find out here in just a little bit on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Shooting is one of our favorite pastimes.
When it comes to guns and ammo, think Game Masters. They have new guns, used guns, gun safes, and gun accessories. And be sure to head over to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out our great selection.
Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more. At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
We apologize. We had some audio issues that we needed to fix there in the first couple of minutes. We think we've got things ironed out now here. As Hickory Creek takes the timeout, it's a 9-0 deficit that they now face against Kingsley Cougars. Dribbles into double coverage. Harper gets it free. Now they get it to Shanahan. Knocked away and stolen now by Cammie Wilson. She's on the run. Wilson goes up with the left hand. It's going to get fouled and go to the free throw line. And may have got bailed out on what will now be the second foul for Katie Harper. Wilson was just a little too far deep on that baseline to even really get that shot up for a chance. And the foul call is going to give her the opportunity to help finish some points out here. She'll miss the first free throw. Second foul against Harper, second foul against the team here. And she'll knock down the second. It is a 10-0 lead here. Now full court pressure out from the Cougars. Gallagher dribbled into double coverage, and now it's going to get a foul call here. And that is going to go against Cammie Wilson. Third team foul of the quarter here against Kingsley. It'll be the second against Wilson. So you've got Wilson and Harper now both with 2 fouls here early. They're both on the bench. And it's going to be a big challenge here to see which team is able to respond best to it. With the basketball is Gallagher down in the corner. She's got to get rid of it, and it gets tipped away and knocked out of bounds on the defensive stop from Carolyn Kessner. 3:30 left to go here in the first quarter. It's a 10-0 lead for Kingsley. Enselman working to inbound the basketball. Long toss almost stopped by Nalawaka. And now here comes Kingsley on the run after the turnover. Nalawaka goes up with it. Almost gets the layup as it rolls off the front of the rim. Rebound comes back around. No good from Kessner. Kingsley still grabbing rebounds. Nalawaka gets it out, back out to Carolyn Kessner. She drives free throw line, tosses it back out to Cayston. Now they find Nalawaka. She goes up, and they say it's a clean block. And now Gallagher's going to come down with the rebound, but it's going to be a jump ball as Nalawaka gets her hands back on it. 3:02 left here in the first. Mackenzie Onick will check in for the first time for this game for Hickory Creek. Elena Robinson will check back in for Kingsley. Nyla Robinson with the basketball, drives down, goes up at the run there and gets blocked, and they say that'll be a foul on Haven Enselman. So for Enselman, that's going to be her first, team third. So Enselman with Harper now with each a foul and a 2 here. 2 fouls as Robinson will go to the free throw line. And if there are 2 fouls, if you are a Hickory Creek fan, I would like to think you would not want players to pick up. It's those 2. The first free throw is no good from Nyla Robinson, with 2:54 left here in the first quarter. Second free throw up, no good as well. Enselman comes down with the rebound. She's going to try and run here for Hickory Creek. Takes it all the way herself. Coast to coast, goes up with the right hand and good. Enselman gets the Tigers on the board. It's 10-2 with 2:45 left here in the first quarter. Shot up from Kessner gets blocked by Enselman. She's scrapping for it on the floor, and they say that'll be a loose ball. And the possession arrow is going to favor Hickory Creek. Enselman looks a little frustrated here, and you can't blame her. It has not been the start that this team wanted to be here in the semifinals. They work it now quickly down to Meter. She drives into the lane, and it's going to be a traveling violation and a turnover against Hickory Creek. Winner goes to the state championship game coming up here on Thursday evening. Loser will come back and play at 6 o'clock for third place. Mackenzie Kessner with the basketball, works it up to Caston. Dribbling around now, it's Nyla Robinson. Stops at the free throw line, has to get rid of it, gives it off to Elena. She drives into the lane, stops at the baseline. Here comes Caston. Caston comes up and able to finish, and now it's back to a 10-point lead, 12-2 for Kingsley. Harper driving in, goes up with the left hand, maybe a hair out of control, misses the layup try. It's going to go into two players' hands. It'll be another jump ball, and this one's going to go to Kingsley. Nyla Robinson takes the basketball, pushes it down into the corner. They work it back into the post. This is Elena Robinson. Gets into triple coverage. She's got to get rid of it quickly. Top of the key, three. Kyla Caston shot's no good. She'll get her own rebound, and she gets tied up in a jump ball, and this one's going to go by the way of Hickory Creek. Katie Harper with the basketball. She'll take it across the time stripe, gets it up to Haven Enselman. 1:27 left to go here in our first quarter of semifinal number 1. Meter drives in, gets it tipped away from Robinson. She picks it back up. She's got to get rid of it. Now we're going to get another tie-up, and we have got jump balls aplenty here in Morton this evening. 1:19 left to go in the opening period. Robinson takes the basketball across the time stripe, guarded by Katie Harper. Tries to drive baseline, stops. 8-foot jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed by Elise Meter, and that'll be another tie-up as Caston was able to get her hands on it. And we'll go the other way here to Hickory Creek. The scorebook keepers will be having a field day, keeping track of all the jump balls here in this one. 1 minute left to go. It's a 10-point deficit here for Hickory Creek, but they've got the ball. Shot from Shanahan is no good. And Kessner grabs the rebound. She gets it out to Robinson. She'll bring it across the half-court line here with 48 seconds left to go. Barring a jump ball, which is, very, very likely, it'll be Kingsley basketball to begin the second. Robinson drives all the way in, no good. Gallagher grabs the board. Gets it to Enselman. 33 seconds left to go here in the first. Long three ball from Enselman. Can't find the mark there. Rebound grabbed by Caston. 20 seconds. Kingsley trying to add on to the pile here. Kessner down to Robinson. She was left all alone. Elena Robinson turned around and realized there was nobody in her way and takes it in to finish. 4 seconds. Harper's going to fire one up from half court, and it's no good, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. It's Kingsley 14, Hickory Creek 2. We're back with second quarter play-by-play here in 60 seconds.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Welcome you back here on Central Illinois Sports. It's 7th grade Class 4A state semifinal action as Normal Kingsley leads Frankfort Hickory Creek 14-2 here after the first quarter. Now, if it seems insurmountable, Hickory Creek has already faced a deficit like this earlier today. It was early in the third quarter, and then they came back and won the ball game. So things are definitely not done here in our first semifinal. Robinson gets the basketball, trapped, double-teamed in the short corner. She'll pull it out, give it back out to Nyla Robinson. The Cougars will reset here with 5:45 to go in the first half. Kessner picked the basketball up, tried to get rid of it. Instead, they say she dragged the foot, and that'll be a turnover against Kingsley. Enselman and Harper are here in the backcourt. This is a really great duo for a young girls basketball team as they work to get a player off the floor. Mackenzie Onick had not made her way off the court, and they gave her the opportunity to still make her way off there without a penalty. Jayla Thomas with the basketball, tries to find Harper, backdoor cut. Instead, it's picked up and snagged by Mackenzie Kessner. They push the pace. They get it down to Caston. She can't finish on the layup try. It's a loose ball. Who's going to come up with it? It squeezes out of everybody's legs and rolls out of bounds. And the officials say that will belong to the Tigers. Crowd has started to file in here. It was a little light on one side. Now things are really evened out here in this gymnasium that only has bleacher seating on one side. A real nice facility either way as Harper drives all the way. Can't finish on the layup. Thomas grabbed it. She gets partially blocked. Kessner comes up with the basketball. Nyla Robinson will push here for Kingsley. They're up by a dozen. Easton Carter drove in, nothing there as they work it back out to the perimeter with 4:50 left to go. They get the basketball into Elena Robinson, almost turned around her again to realize there was nobody there. She goes up high off the glass, bounces off, bounces in and out of the rim. It goes out of bounds. The fight for the loose ball goes out of bounds as well, and it'll remain here with the Cougars. Nala Waka will check back in. Now they quickly get it into Nyla Robinson. Nobody was there to guard her, and now they're going to get the foul on Harper, and that is a devastating blow to this Hickory Creek team. That is going to be the third foul against Katie Harper. Team first of the quarter against the Tigers. And we'll see some substitutions come in here for Frankfort after the first timeout. Or first free throw, excuse me. First one's up and no good. Elise Meter will check in. Katie Harper will take a breather here with 3 personal fouls. We cannot anticipate seeing her back for the rest of the half. Nyla Robinson. Up and no good. Rebound comes down to Enselman. Full court pressure now here from Kingsley. Enselman's got to get it across the timeline. Now finds Meter. Kingsley fans wanted to travel. Going in was Gallagher. Bumped and got some coverage. Instead, they say it'll just go out of bounds off of her hands and be a Kingsley basketball. Brooke Bonsu will check in. Jayla Thomas will get a breather. At the 4:21 mark here in the second quarter. Nyla Robinson works it down to Mackenzie Kessner. They try to push it inside to Robinson. She loses it. Turnover against Kingsley. On the opposite side, they tried to find Molly Shanahan in transition. It went over her head and out of bounds. A pair of turnovers. And Kingsley will get the basketball back here with 4:06 remaining in the quarter. They work the basketball around the perimeter. Now they get it way down in the corner. Easton Carter had it, got tripped up, and she'll get fouled. Second foul now against Enselman. So fouls mounting up in a rough, and the officials say we're going to let that go. Robinson appeared to have maybe committed a backcourt violation. The official says no, play on. Caston thought about it. Robinson has to pick it back up near the time stripe. They'll reset on the perimeter here as they work it around to the left side. They get it down now into Caston. She goes up from 8 feet, no good. Bridget Gallagher grabs the board. Enselman drives in, goes up with the right hand, rolls off the left side of the rim, no good. Rebound grab by Nyla Robinson. Cougars go up, and it's a quick basket from Kyla Caston. 2 more points here on the board for Kingsley. It is a 16-2 lead. Enselman trying to answer back quickly. She drives into the lane. Drives into the lane, and we're going to get a foul called against Nalawaka here for Kingsley. First of the quarter against Normal. First of the game for Nalawaka. They try to get it into Shanahan. This is Gallagher. Long 2-ball is good for Bridget Gallagher. It's a 16-4 game. Hickory Creek just looks a little bit frustrated on the court right now. To the right side is Mackenzie Kessner. Thought about trying to work it into the paint. Instead, they work it back to the left side of the court. Amelia Nalawaka. It's a zone look here from Hickory Creek as they've got to try and avoid fouls in a man-to-man set. They try to throw it into Carter, gets blocked away on the double team. Now here comes Shanahan. She's going to try and take it all the way to the rim. No good. It's a loose ball grab now by Carter. Carter will dribble, picks it up at the timeline. Kicks it over to Caston. It's Robinson, a long 3 from the top of the key, in and out of the rim. No good. Loose ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Hickory Creek Tigers. Cammie Wilson will check back into the game here for Kingsley. Sitting down will be Mackenzie Kessner. Enselman gets double teamed in the corner. She's got to get rid of it now. Instead, Hickory Creek's going to take a timeout. We'll take it 2. It's a 16-4 lead for Kingsley. We're back here on Central Illinois Sports in 30 seconds.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Hickory Creek took the timeout to avoid a potential turnover. They've burned 2 timeouts here in the first half. Kingsley still has all 5 under their belt. Haven Enselman with the basketball. She's going to fire up a 3. In and out of the rim, doesn't fall. It's a loose ball. Nalawaka comes up with it. She's double teamed, almost loses control of it, and now she grabs it. Cammie Wilson will work it down the floor here for the Cougars. 1:28 left to go here in the first half in what has been a quick moving basketball game. Nice ball movement here from Kingsley. Carter loses the basketball though, and it's a turnover. Hickory Creek's got it. They've got to cut into this 12-point deficit at some point. Enselman with the basketball guarded out now by Caston, excuse me. 1 minute left to go. They try to get the mismatch on the screen, can't pull it off. Enselman drives in, and now she's going to draw the foul as she was double teamed. Arms all over hers, and she'll go to the free throw line with 59 seconds left to go. Second team foul of the quarter here against Kingsley. And the foul gets whistled against number 34, Kyla Caston. It'll be her first. Enselman's first free throw up and no good. A couple of substitutions in here for Hickory Creek. It's number 11, Bridget Gallagher, along with number 33, Molly Shanahan, as they try to get a little speed here on the next defensive try. 1 minute left to go here in the first half. Second free throw is up and good for Enselman. It's 16-5. They work the basketball down into the corner. This is Caston with it. Wilson will pull it back out to the midcourt logo with 40 seconds left to go. They'll try and extend this Hickory Creek defense. It's a 1-2-2 look here. A little bit of a matchup zone. They work it down to the baseline. This is Robinson, Elena Robinson. Elena over to Nyla Robinson. Down in the corner. Wilson thought about the three. Baseline drive. Now she gets it to Caston. Caston's shot is no good off the left side of the glass. Meter with the basketball. It gets tipped away and knocked out of bounds. It'll go off the hands of Enselman. Another turnover here with 11 seconds left. They're going to get Meter off the floor. And now Kingsley has one more shot here to try and make something happen here before the end of the half. 8 seconds left to go. Wilson with the basketball. Drives to the right side. 4 seconds. 3. They've got to get a shot up. Robinson's got it. Gets loose. Gets stolen away. Nobody gets a shot up, and that's how we end the first half. The Kingsley Cougars lead the Hickory Creek Tigers 16-5 here at halftime of our first semifinal. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have some halftime stats and some more breakdown for you here live on Central Illinois Sports.
Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Brayton and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Brayton at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. A road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
We welcome you back here on Central Illinois Sports as we're in the halftime intermission here. Kingsley leads Frankfort Hickory Creek 16-5. Kingsley jumped out to a 14-2 lead in the first quarter. They were actually outscored in the second by Hickory Creek. Not many baskets, though. It was just 3-2 here in the second quarter of scoring. Second semifinal is coming up here, scheduled for a 6:30 start. That's going to be Willowbrook, Westbrook Hills taking on New Lenox Liberty. Winners will come back and play at 7:30 on Thursday, December 7th. Losers from tonight's games will come back and play the third place contest coming up at 6 p.m. that evening. If you're new to us here on Central Illinois Sports, we tell you thank you for subscribing to our product here today. We have coverage from all 4 sites for IESA girls and boys basketball action, 7th and 8th grade this season. Your subscription tonight gets you access into Thursday's title games along with the complete coverage of 8th grade tournaments next weekend. It is not uncommon for some schools to send teams to the 7th and 8th grade tournaments in the same year. So if you are one of the lucky ones, then you'll get to watch coverage for free, included with your subscription coming up next weekend. We'll also cover the boys tournaments coming up in February. And then around March, we'll finish up our coverage of IESA action with the 7th and 8th grade girls volleyball state tournaments. That comes in mid-March. Just about a minute left to go here in the halftime break. We'll take a quick moment to tell you about some more sponsors. When we come back, it's second half action. Kingsley and Hickory Creek. Somebody's going to the title game here in about a half hour.
Once or twice a year, I might get the cold or a flu, and my wife calls it the man flu. So you know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
What do I love about our team? We have a good chemistry. We all work together.
I mean, come on. I've got the best job in the world. Sometimes they say, oh, I like to do handstands.
Yeah, I taught Brian how to do the handstand. That's all right.
And every day, I mean, it's a fun day.
Yeah, it definitely makes me proud to be here.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Welcome you back. It's third quarter action here from Morton Junior High School. As Hickory Creek will get the basketball to start things off here in the third frame. They've trailed by 11 right now. They have trailed by as many as 12 in the quarterfinal and actually came back to win. Three ball from Katie Harper will not start things off on a good note there as it falls short of the rim and out of bounds. Again, foul troubles have mounted up for some key players here. Cammie Wilson on the Kingsley side has 2. Enselman has 2. Katie Harper has 3. They are all currently in the ball game as the shot no good. And a tie-up around the block area. It'll be a jump ball called, and possession will belong to Kingsley. With the basketball, Robinson works it back out to the wing to Carolyn Kessner. It's a 3-ball on the way from Cammie Wilson. It's no good. 2 Kingsley girls try to get the loose ball. They bump into each other and it goes out of bounds. They giggle about it just a little bit because girls just want to have fun. Katie Harper will take it across the time stripe here for Frankfort. They need to put together one of those runs they put together in the quarterfinal earlier today. Shot from Kate O'Connor did not hit the mark. She's starting the second half here. Enselman does knock it down from 19-9. We've got a 16-8 basketball game for you as we get the score adjusted. Wilson with the basketball works around top of the key to Kessner. Over to the right side now. A little bit of coverage and defense now, and here comes Harper on the tip away from Enselman. Harper stops at the block, gets it to Enselman. She doesn't shoot. Harper will. Misses. Enselman. 3 bounces on the rim and it falls in. It's a 16-10 ball game, and just like that, Hickory Creek finds themselves back in the dogfight. Down in the corner. Caston was with it, gives it to Robinson. She'll reset here for the Cougars. Shot on the way. Off the glass, no good. It's a loose ball grabbed by Robinson again. Flies out of her hands. Players diving for it on the floor at midcourt. It'll be another jump ball, and this is going to go back to the Tigers as Bridget Gallagher was able to do the hustle play and get the jump ball for her team. Enselman will inbound. 4:05 left to go here in the third quarter. Westview Hills and Liberty, our second semifinal coming up here as we get a shoe tie back on the court. Enselman stops at the free throw line, spins around, now the brace kicks it back out to Kate O'Connor. Enselman, a long 3-ball from near the volleyball line, goes off the front of the rim. O'Connor picks it up. Her shot goes off the glass, and now we get a rebound from Robinson. She gets tied up with Harper, and it's another jump ball. The scorebook after this game will be fun to look at. Wilson with the basketball, dribbles over to the left side, hands it off to Kessner. She'll go to the top of the key. They kick it down now into Nyla Robinson. Dribbles into triple coverage, goes up. She's able to find Kyla Caston. She'll go to the free throw line after the foul. Mackenzie Kessner so excited about it, she fell on the floor. That is going to be the 4th foul now against Katie Harper, and that is a big blow for this Hickory Creek team. Caitlin Martin's got a big decision to make here. First free throw's up and no good. She grabs Jayla Thomas off the bench. Thomas will check in for Katie Harper. Harper had 10 points in the quarterfinal earlier today. Now she sits on the bench with 4 fouls. Kingsley leads by 6. Shot is up, no good. Basketball tipped around on the rebound, grabbed by Kyla Caston. She'll fire it out to Wilson. Her shot's no good. Enselman able to grab the rebound, tries to keep it in play. Instead, it'll go out of bounds. As Shanahan wasn't able to chase it down, it'll go back to Kingsley. Halfway through the third quarter here, Kingsley leads by 6. They work it around to the right side now, back to Nyla Robinson, and she'll get called for traveling. Enselman stops at the midcourt line, gets it across the time stripe now. Gallagher with it. She dribbles into cover, stolen away from Robinson. Nyla Robinson with the basketball, takes a hesitation, tries to go left, nothing there. Wilson now on the right side with it as Kingsley will set up in the half-court offense. Robinson with it, trying to do something here. This Hickory Creek defense has really stepped up in the past few minutes, and now it's going to be a traveling violation as Elena Robinson shuffles her feet. Brooke Bonsu will check back in. Bonsu, excuse me. She'll check in at 2:47 as Jayla Thomas will take a breather. Three-quarter court pressure here coming from Kingsley. The loose ball is now Wilson gets down on it. Wilson comes up with it. She's trying to get free, and now Shanahan dives on the floor with her. It'll be another jump ball here, and Hickory Creek will retain possession. Inbounds pass almost stolen away as Kessner's in on it. Now it's 3 girls on the floor fighting for it. Gallagher was able to rip it away, but not before the officials call a jump ball. 2:32 left to go here in the third. Seeing some of the players from Westview Hills making their way back into the gymnasium down at the far end of the bleachers. They'll be coming up on our second semifinal, scheduled for 6:30. They whip the basketball around. Down into the corner, it's Kyla Caston. She's had a real nice semifinal here so far. Elena Robinson between the legs dribble, picks it up at the left wing. Now back over to Kessner. Down to Wilson. Takes a dribble into the lane. Bounce pass over to Robinson. She's got to pick it up off the ground as it was an odd angle to grab. Caston's shot is good. That's a 2-point shot for Kyla Caston, and that's a big one. 18-10 as she has had a great game. Wilson with a steal. Wilson with the layup. And just like that, it's 4 quick points, and Hickory Creek's going to take a timeout. Kingsley 20, Frankfort, Hickory Creek 10. We come back here in 1 minute on Central Illinois Sports.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Some young ladies, a couple of rows up in front of us, have entertained the crowd here during the halftime break as the Kingsley cheerleaders were into their timeout routine. The young ladies took the opportunity to learn it just as well as the junior high cheerleaders did. They're a little bit embarrassed here now as people have been saying grab some uniforms, and they could probably join the squad. Hickory Creek comes out of the timeout. They just gave up 4 quick points on a shot from Caston and a steal and a layup from Cammie Wilson. They trail by 10. Enselman with the basketball, gets it up to Harper. Harper's still in the basketball game now. Her layup goes off the side of the backboard. Robinson to Robinson as Kingsley wants to push the pace here. Now they get it into Caston. Caston goes up. Layup is up and good, and everything rolling now for Kingsley. They're up 22-10 with 1:33 left to go here in the third. Bonsu with the basketball, guarded by Kessner. And they say that'll go off Bonsu, and it'll be out of bounds against Hickory Creek. Elise Meter will check back in here for Hickory Creek. She'll sit down Bonsu. Hickory Creek won the first 3 minutes of this quarter. Kingsley looking to win the second. Wilson with the basketball, dribbles into double coverage, kicks it out now to Nyla Robinson. Driving in. No contact on the bump there. The officials let him play on as Elena Robinson dribbles it out now for Kingsley. 1:03 left to go here in the third frame. They work it down and was tipped out of bounds by Enselman. Enselman and Harper for this Hickory Creek team are two really nice ball players. Nalawaka will check back in. Mackenzie Kessner will get a breather for Kingsley. They've got the basketball and a 12-point lead here as we reach the end of the third period. Wilson with the basketball, works it now down into Robinson, double teamed, and it gets grabbed by Enselman, and they say that'll be a jump ball. Alternating possession will favor Hickory Creek here as jump balls aplenty here in this first semifinal. Mackenzie Oenick will check back in. Sitting down will be Bridget Gallagher. Harper with the basketball, back to Enselman. Full court coverage here for Kingsley. Now Harper's got a lane, gets it down into Meter. She goes up with it, shot no good, but she'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Been a very quick moving quarter here, just 2 team fouls called total between both teams. That one goes against Caston, that's going to be her second personal. At the free throw line will be Elise Meter. First one is up and no good, as Hickory Creek needs every point they can here. There's a 12-point deficit with 6 minutes basically left to go in the contest. Gets to be a little tough to overcome. The second one is up and good, though, making an 11-point ball game. Hickory Creek opts against the full court pressure here. They'll try and get the basketball in a half-court defensive set as Wilson brings it across now. Top of the key, Wilson, right side over to Nyla Robinson. She drives in, triple coverage, tries to get it to Elena, and they say that'll be a foul on the floor before she can get the basketball out of her hands. Second foul of the quarter here for Hickory Creek. And that one gets charged to Elise Meter. Robinson gets the basketball in the right corner. Nyla with it. Nyla is 32, Elena is 23. Robinson goes in, contact, no call. They let him play through. And everybody on the floor now, and they'll get a quick jump ball here. Nalawaka was in there, and we haven't got to see a lot of these teams, of course. This is our first time seeing them on Central Illinois Sports, but that Amelia Nalawaka is a very feisty, very hard-nosed player. They get the inbound pass now to Nyla Robinson, 10 seconds left here in the quarter. Works it around, it goes through Nalawaka's hands, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll be a turnover here and an opportunity for Hickory Creek with 5 seconds to go. Well, let's see what the Tigers have up their sleeve here if they can get a shot off before the quarter. Enselman will inbound, gets it to Harper, right back to Enselman. She'll fire one up from the corner. Doesn't find the mark, but the rebound goes up, and Shanahan gets it. Maybe that was the design play. Enselman fired one up from the scorer's table. It fell short of the rim into the hands of Molly Shanahan. She gets fouled, and the foul is going to go against Kyla Caston. That'll be her third personal. So with 0.3 of a second left here, Shanahan is going to get an opportunity to put some points on the board here as they're going to try and wipe this basketball clean. Scott Hammond and the rest of the crew here at Morton Junior High doing a very nice job getting this tournament organized and accessible for fans. A nice facility here at the Kiln, as they call it. First free throw is up and good for Shanahan. These are much-needed points now for Hickory Creek with no time moving on the clock. Second free throw here would be very, very helpful. Second one rolls around and down. It's a 22-13 ball game And Kingsley will just inbounds it. Wilson will get it up, but it won't count even if it went through. 3 quarters in the books. Kingsley leads Hickory Creek 22-13. We're back with fourth quarter play-by-play here in 60 seconds.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930. Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
As we come out of the quarter break here, the fans had a little cheer off here. One dad from the Hickory Creek section might have been louder than the entire normal Kingsley crowd. Congratulations to that man. It's nice to see the fans getting involved here at Morton Junior High. Fourth quarter is underway now. Hickory Creek gets the basketball. Harper tried to get it to Enselman. It gets turned over. Here comes Robinson with it. Nyla Robinson's got a clear path to the basket and finishes. Not a lot Harper could do. She's got 4 fouls. She's got to stay clear, and Nyla Robinson had a clear lane to the bucket. Back to an 11-point lead here. Shanahan with the basketball gets it out to Enselman. Harper with it, volleyball line, thought about the 3. Instead, she tries to dribble and gets stolen away. Robinson with the basketball. Nyla Robinson goes in. Goes up, Enselman blocks it, comes down to the hands of Harper. Harper trying to push now for Hickory Creek. One-on-one against Kessner. Goes up with the left hand and good. First points in a long time tonight for Katie Harper. 24-15 ball game. A minute into the final period. Kessner with the basketball. Tips it now out to Wilson. Right wing, 3 ball on the way from Nyla Robinson, no good. Loose ball snagged off the deck by Mackenzie Onick. They work the basketball over to Harper, now down to the left wing. This is Onick's shot, it's no good. Shanahan comes up with it. Shanahan again, just inside the arc, a high arching shot, no good. Nyla Robinson with the rebound. Gets it up to Caston. She's had a fantastic ball game tonight. To Elena Robinson. She knocks down the free throw line jumper. Free throw line jumpers. They'll win you a lot of basketball games, even though everybody likes to shoot the 3 these days. Harper now out to Meter. They quickly push now back down to Onick. Meter inside the arc. No good. Rebound grabbed by Kessner. 11-point lead for Kingsley. 2 more here would really, really make it difficult. Cammie Wilson now down into the corner to Mackenzie Kessner. They'll work it back out. Kingsley also very content to maybe just burn some time off the clock here. Wilson with the basketball. Left side jumper for Kessner. No good. Rebound. Fought for. Goes underneath everybody's legs. Wilson picks it up again. She fires one up. No good. And Enselman got the rebound. She throws it away. Shot up for Caston, and she'll get fouled by Enselman. Kingsley fans enjoying what they're seeing here. For Enselman, that'll be her 3rd personal foul as Caston goes back to the free throw line. First one's up, bounces in the rim twice and no good. Carolyn Kessner checks back in. Nyla Robinson will get a breather for Kingsley. Roger Nalawaka will take a timeout if they make the free throw. It's up and good, and the official gives him the signal. It's a full timeout on the floor, 27-15. Kingsley on top here with 3:46 left in the frame. We're back in 60 seconds.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Roger Nalawaka took the timeout. He had all 5 to use. Figured it was a good time to get his team reset here. They're up by 12 points now with just 3:46 remaining in this ball game. It'll be a Hickory Creek basketball. They'll have the length of the court to go here against a full court zone press from Kingsley. Enselman with the basketball pushes it now down to Meter. She'll get it across the tri stripe and meets a double team. Enselman was dangerously close to the end line there. Harper threw it off the hands of Kessner. Enselman drives in, and they say that'll be a travel. And for Haven Enselman, she is a great ball player. We have not seen a lot of these young squads, but we've seen enough to know that she is a fantastic young player, and it's just been a very frustrating semifinal for her. Kingsley with the basketball. Kessner gets it to Robinson. She'll push it across the timeline. Now this is back into the hands of Carolyn Kessner. Threw it up, and now there's going to be a foul against Kyla Caston, we believe, as she was a little bit of a shove in the back there. We'll see if the officials agree with what we saw up here, and they do. First team foul of the quarter called against Kingsley. For Caston, and that'll be her 4th personal. She'll make her way to the bench. No, excuse me, she'll stay in the basketball game. Basketball rolls off of the feet of Nyla Robinson there. She's also had a really nice tournament so far here today. 3:08 left to go here. It's a 12-point deficit. Hickory Creek's going to have to move with some urgency. Harper with it, double team now in the corner. Picks her dribble up, throws it down to Shanahan. She's guarded tightly by Mackenzie Kessner. Baseline drive, nothing there. Now Shanahan with it, spots up for a 3. No good. Rebound, somebody hit the deck really hard, and that's going to be Mackenzie Kessner, and they say they're going to let the they're going to stop play here for this as she hit the deck hard. We're going to take a quick timeout as they tend to her. We're back here in 60 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
Once or twice a year, I might get the cold or a flu, and my wife calls it the man flu. So you know what that is.
Yeah.
What do I love about our team? We have a good chemistry. We all work together.
I mean, come on. I've got the best job in the world. Sometimes they say, oh, I like to do handstands.
Yeah, I taught Brian how to do the handstand. That's all right.
And every day, I mean, it's a fun day.
Yeah, it definitely makes me proud to be here.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Mackenzie Kessner hit the deck hard there on the rebound attempt. She was able to get up there after about 30 seconds of stabilizing herself on the ground, able to get up under her own power, which is always a nice thing to see. She steps behind, and they'll tend to her back off the court area here. Harper drives in. Kingsley fans wanted to travel, didn't get it. It's a steal away. It's Wilson. Cammie Wilson going to go coast to coast. Larceny, and the layup is good. And Kingsley looking to shut the door here. It is a 29-15 ball game with 2:30 left to go. Enselman with the basketball for Hickory Creek. Now to Harper. Harper's going to go coast to coast with it up with the left hand. Gets fouled and finishes. Katie Harper, not done yet. It's a 29-17 basketball game as she gets the opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play. Second foul of the quarter here against Kingsley. That's whistled to number 5, Amelia Nalawaka. As Mackenzie Onick will check back in, and Harper goes to the free throw line for the old-fashioned three-point attempt here. 2:21 left in the semifinal. Somebody's going to the state championship on Thursday. Nyla Robinson with the rebound as the free throw is no good. Harper with it down to Nalawaka. She'll try one from 19 feet, no good. Robinson with the rebound. Gets it to Caston. They quickly work it around. 2 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Nyla Robinson with the basketball. Kingsley's content to just hold things here. Nalawaka with it on the left wing, and now it's going to be a steal from Harper. Harper picks it up. She's got two people to outrun. Goes up with the left hand, can't finish that time. It goes short off the front of the rim. Nalawaka grabs the board. Wilson with the basketball, quickly moving across the time stripe. 1:38 left to go here, and it goes out of bounds, and that's going to remain with the Kingsley Cougars. Kingsley 90 seconds away here from a berth in the state championship game coming up on Thursday. Robinson with the basketball, slowly takes it across the half-court line, now works it down over to Elena Robinson. Elena and Nyla. Harper steals it away again, 1:23 left to go. He's going to try and take it again up with the left hand, and it's going to be a blocking foul against Robinson. And Katie Harper will go to the free throw line here with another opportunity to get some points on the board with the clock stopped. Nyla Robinson whistled for the foul. It's her first personal of the contest. Westview Hills, the Wildcats taking on the Patriots of New Lenox Liberty. That'll be our second semifinal coming up for you, scheduled for 6:30. We might remain just on time here depending on how the last minute of this game goes. 29-18, 1:20 left to go here. Full court pressure from Hickory Creek. They've got to get some quick stops and some quick buckets. They get it down to Robinson. Robinson drives in, picks it up inside the arc. Now they'll work it back out, and Wilson will pull it back out, and it's going to be a foul against Molly Shanahan. Or excuse me, that's not Molly Shanahan. Yes, it is. Ponytails are deceiving on the backs of jerseys. They'll sometimes make you think that a 3 is an 8. Elena Robinson dribbles out near the half-court line. Shanahan goes to try and get the foul, and now she'll get it on the contact. Second foul against Shanahan. Still need to get to 5 team fouls, though, to get to the bonus line. Wilson with the basketball gets caught in the short corner. They kick it out, 58 seconds left. And barring a very quick miracle, Normal Kingsley is going to go to the state championship game here on Thursday. Caston with the basketball now back out to Wilson. To Robinson. Stolen away, though. Shanahan tries to get her hands on it, and she does. And we'll get a tie-up with Robinson. It'll be a jump ball, and Kingsley will retain possession here. Nyla Robinson dribbles around the basketball, 40 seconds left to go here. Dribbles around the half-court line. Harper can't pick up a foul. She's already got 4. Elena Robinson takes a dribble between the legs. Now they throw it out back. Harper tries to pick it up. She's going to get the basketball, gets tripped up, no call. They pick it back up. Shanahan couldn't hold on to it. She dives out of bounds, and now we've got bodies flying everywhere. And it goes out of bounds, and the back official says it'll stay with Hickory Creek. 20 seconds left to go here as the Kingsley cheerleaders start the chant that says, "I believe that we will win." Harper's going to go up and she's going to get the basket. It's going to be a 29-20 contest here with 14 seconds left to go. Normal Kingsley is going to advance to the Class 4A state championship game here in just about 8.8 seconds. They'll face the winner of Westview Hills and Liberty coming up here in our second semifinal at 6:30. Wilson with the basketball, drives it around. Officials kind of let some contact go here as they've got 3 seconds left. Shanahan's going to get the foul, or the steal, excuse me. She gets it down to Gallagher, no shot. And Normal Kingsley advances to the state championship game coming up on Thursday, a 29-20 win over the Hickory Creek Tigers. We will wrap things up quickly for you here as we will get things reset on our stream. We will come back here in just a few minutes for you with pregame coverage of Westview Hills taking on New Lenox Liberty. It'll be our second semifinal coming up here in Class 4A as we get some handshakes and some congratulations from both teams on a hard-earned and well-played basketball game here this evening. We will shut things down, come back for a few minutes here on Central Illinois Sports, the second semifinal underway shortly.